Hello and welcome back to Space Marine 2. We've managed to finally reach Avarax, the second of 3 locations this game takes place in. And now we have to find the second in command for Archmagos Nozick, some underling called Leuze.
This is as close as I can get you. You will need to take the cargo elevator from here. Fox in when you're ready to leave.
Understood. My thanks, brother. The lab is within that spire.
There's the cargo elevator. Look at all those spores. That'll be one hell of a fight. Shame to miss it.
We should be down there with the rest of the company. We will be, soon enough.
I believe that cannon is a miniature you can buy, or you could.
The elevator's inoperative.
We must find a way to restore power.
Servo Skull, how may we repair the elevator?
Operation without full repair is unwise. You may override safety protocols via the control room at your own risk.
Up there! Looks like the control room.
The main entrance is destroyed.
I found an alternate route. Plotting now. Check your display.
Engines here. The cogitator has remained idle for 3 hours.
Through that door.
All this destruction, and not a Tyranid in sight. They're here, watching. Tyranids! Give no quarter! Urge them!
A cool part about the Power Sword is it actually has 2 sets of attacks. You start out like this, and it's a series of almost like dueling single target focus strikes. And then if you press and hold, you switch to powered mode, and that's sweeping, more crowd control strikes. It's a really fun sword, I like it. I like having the versatility.
Fighting's everywhere but here. What you call this? These are leftovers. Attack the Imperium.
The whole spire
I didn't realize I have a plasma pistol.
Control room may be out of action.
The controls are out, we'll find another method.
Everyone needs victory.
Watch for their lieutenants.
Come test my steel.
Another one dead.
This is too easy. The quickest way up is over the rooftops ahead.
Clear the debris and proceed. The Tyranids will make ruin of the entire city given the chance.
I'm much happier with a heavy bolt pistol. Plasma's good, I just don't like the charge time, and I don't like 80 ammo because it's like 5 per charge. I think it starts chewing ammo if you hold the charge. So it's very... To me, it's a very, like, particular weapon. And so I'm just like, I'll just go without. Oh, this rubble.
Xenos have the high ground. Then take it from them. Got you. Reloaded. Restocking. Bridge controls ahead, brother. This will get us to the objective. The machine labors. We may be here sometime. The Tyranids are staging a counterattack. Eliminate them. They never learn. Munitions secured. My lord, we may now cross the bridge. Proceed to the objective.
That went surprisingly well.
Sir, you seem to be at full strength again. Did the apothecaries identify the cause of your collapse? Focus on the mission, Sergeant. As you wish, my lord. Reload! Control room is on the other side of that door. This is it. Use the controls to restore power. It worked. Let's get down there. Practical. There's a shortcut across the rooftops to the east. Good. Proceed.
I think I struggled so much with the first game because I didn't want to use melee.
They have no need for the technology. They're like seeds carried by the wind. Their only motive is to devour and expand. Incoming spores! Cut them down! With pleasure! Let's get to work! Pestilence is rich! Our portal will silence you! Vermin exterminate. Come forth and be slaughtered. Resupplying. Target destroyed. Need to reload. Changing magazine. Enemy destroyed. Clear that obstruction. Yes, sir. Through the opening. Boars! Care to see who can slay more Xenos for the Chiron? You wish for me to remake you again? Oh, I hope your bolter is better than your memory. Reload! I have to reload! This platform's very exposed. Expect a bumpy ride. If I'm not mistaken, you've had bad luck with cargo elevators. That was a long time ago. I prefer not to discuss it. At least you made it out alive, which is more than we can say for the orcs. It appears we have their attention. And they have ours. Unfortunate for them. Protect those chains.
Yeah, luckily I think this is like the last time you have to do the defend the chains kind of deal. Or defend the thing. It's not a bad little mission type or objective. It's just kind of like, okay.
Clearing the way. They harry the chains. More gargoyles attempted to sabotage. Restocking. Reload. Units bombarding the chains. War gear prime. Overwatch on the lift mechanisms.
I also don't know if plasma weapons would be a good choice for these objectives. If the AoE's strong enough, I feel like it probably isn't. And even if the damage was there, I don't know if the splash radius is there.
Today, Xenos scum. You fought admirably. We'll need explosives. Nothing's getting through that door. Ventilation tunnels? Checking. One floor down. Let's go. There was a word written in blood on Nozick's Thunderhawk. Imura. Do not speak it, brother. The words of the arch-enemy hold dangerous power. One should not dismiss any data that may be relevant.
Have you ever faced the arch-enemy, Sergeant?
Regrettably, I have not.
Then I suggest you listen to your brother.
If the arch-enemy is involved, might we not encounter them here?
I hope we do. I wish to have words with those traitors.
My blood rages at the thought of them.
They'll be counting on your hatred. Be sure they don't use it against you. Down here!
The Adeptus Mechanicus put up a fight here. Those vile creatures take every crevice.
How far to the cogitator?
with no direct route. But take longer than I'd like.
Why don't they attack?
They're plotting something.
What plotting could these insects be capable of?
These are mere drones.
Then what guides them?
A worthy adversary.
I thought there was a pyre blaster down here. A lot of servitors. Yeah, just more and more servitors. Maybe some of them might be the Skitari, but I don't think they are. They don't look like it. Oh yeah, the Pyre Blaster's here.
Plague, staining worlds with their very presence.
We could use the Melter Rifle. I'm not gonna, as much as I want to. It's the whole thing of you need other people to kind of fill your gap.
I'll try resetting the circuit. What happened? Power's down. Must be the reset. Listen, they're in the walls.
Ready your bolters. They're coming. Watch your back.
I do love this sequence though. This is so cool, just fighting in the dark. The flamethrower being like your only light.
Not so clever now. Power's back. Proceed through the door.
We'll keep using the Pyre Blaster. We have 250 more ammo for it.
Rally on the elevator.
No sense in abandoning it just because the sequence is over.
Almost there. Through the main hub, then we're at the databanks.
Expect heavy resistance.
They wish to interfere with our objective.
Our objective is of no concern to them. Their only wish is to kill us.
Get caught when it
Also, minor thing, but the flame effect looks really good in this. I know it's a minor thing, but it's something you don't realize, but a lot of games actually have really bad fire effects. So when you have a game with good fire VFX, it's noticeable. Do hate when they do that, though. That's really annoying when the boss is just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna rapid chain a bunch of unblockables.
The giant. I thought a beast of that stature would offer more sport. It was outnumbered. I once faced a Carnifex alone, with nothing but a bow pistol. That was sport. Well, I am glad to share in the glory of this kill. Is in shambles. Let us hope the data center is intact. Can we access Leuze's tracking data from another system? Apparently not. It's this or nothing. Research could justify such a waste of human life. It does not surprise me. The Adeptus Mechanicus so willingly make monsters of themselves. Another one dead. Changing magazine.
Door function inoperable. Adjust pathing.
Xenos, they have us boxed in. A mistake they will soon regret. They never learn.
Resupplying.
Access restored. Corridor cleared for transit. Advance by the Omnissiah's will.
Munitions secured.
I gotta say, this game, the explosive barrels are less of like a, hey, this is a suggestion, and more of a, yeah, use these. We put them here for a reason.
No sign of the archenemy.
Maybe they've been and gone.
Maybe they're not involved after all.
Stick to what you know, brother.
I'm merely observing the data, as I am taught to do by the Codex Astartes. A Volkite reactor, still running.
Let's hope the machine spirit has it under control. A meltdown will be catastrophic.
We'll disable it once we have the data.
I awaken.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
Enter your command.
Locate Morias Leuze.
Access denied. Access rights granted. Establishing locus. Avarax. The city. Temple of Thasian.
Vitals are elevated.
I'll box for a Thunderhawk.
Wait. Open file Project Aurora.
Register intention and requisition.
Open the file. Open file reconstruction.
Brother, those are classified.
No. It was destroyed. Mechanicus fools. Display current location of artifact.
Warning. Volkite reactor unstable. Meltdown imminent.
This whole place will collapse onto the city beneath us.
Get them off the core.
They are throwing themselves into the reactor. We must shut it down before they destabilize it further.
Machine spirit, power down the reactor.
Non-compliance. Remote circuits are fused. Manual override required.
Explain.
Emergency disengagement mechanisms are located on the reactor platform.
Clear a path to those controls.
And that whole sequence was a reference to Space Marine 1. Graia was the planet you fought on. Drogon was an Inquisitor who was possessed. And the artifact looks to be the same crystal used to almost essentially rip open the warp and let Nemeroth, who is a Chaos Lord, become a full-on Chaos Demon. So, you know, fun stuff's happening.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
Here they come. Keep them off that reactor. They've hit the reactor. Hold them back, damn it! Let us show them some of Ultima's hospitality!
Reactor remains unstable. Disengage additional pylons.
Move to the next console. Make haste.
Luckily, there isn't actually like a time limit, so you can do this, take a second, get everything ready. It's a little thing, but I appreciate it, because some games will just be like, no, you have 20 seconds or we're forcing the next stage.
Stand by.
How many pylons remain engaged?
One volcanic pylon maintains the reactor.
Disengage it.
Unable to comply. Temperatures have fused remote circuits. Manual intervention required.
Drone, damn it! They are making another push. Intercept. Let them feel the wrath of the Ultramarines. Craves death, brothers. We shall oblige. Changing magazine. Zoan probe neutralized. Routing equipment. Vermin stuff.
Reactor approaching critical failure. Meltdown imminent. Disengage remaining pylon to complete shutdown sequence.
Activate those controls, now!
Volcanic pylon jettisoned. Reaction has entered entropic decay.
That was the last of them.
Backup generators have been awakened. Non-essential systems returning to hibernation.
No sign of Tyranids. The smell of burnt ichor is enough. We have what we came for. Move to the extraction zone.
Lieutenant, what did you see in those Mechanicus files?
A record of extreme foolishness.
Explain.
You may direct that request to our captain.
Give me a tactical overlay of the city.
Captain!
A minute.
The Adeptus Mechanicus must be stopped.
What?
If they trigger the weapon, the results could be catastrophic.
And what makes you suddenly an expert on Mechanicus research?
They're using an artifact to power the weapon. I've seen it before, on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of Nemroth called it a fragment of the Dark God's power that almost destroyed the planet.
Graia. Titus, the Mechanicus are acting on orders approved by the Primarch. And here are you, Talking of Graya, of all places.
Damn it, Captain. If Chaos is here, if they get their hands on this thing...
Enough! I will hear no more on the subject. Now, did you get a location for Leuze?
Aye, sir.
Then get down there and find him! There are those who would see you sent back to the Inquisition. Tread carefully, brother.
Damn them. After everything that happened.
Brother, do not keep us in the dark.
It is not your concern.
You criticize the Captain for withholding intelligence, and yet you treat us to the same evasive obscurity.
Stray words have cost me dearly.
So you do not trust us?
Brothers, calm yourselves, lest you face the chaplain's censure.
Look! I hope they survived.
I think this is an interesting element of the story that people haven't really talked about. Is this is also like Titus has finally come back after 100 years to the Ultramarines, and they aren't the same people he knew. These are guys with not even, looks like 50 years service. Their captain only has a 50-year service stud. Everybody's relatively new. And so he's coming back with the experience of Graya, saying, hey, I know what happened last time this stuff was used. It was bad. And instead, it's this paranoia of like, well, shut up or we'll just send you back to the Inquisition. And so Titus has to be like, fine, you know, fuck yourself. You can deal with the consequences when this happens. I warned you. Because I've seen people talk about how they think the story's bad, and I'm like, no, it seems pretty good.
Fleet adapted rapidly to Deathwatch virus bomb. Antiviral response distributed within 36 hours. Full immunity achieved within 1 generation. Package full analysis, plus scans, plus biological samples for immediate dispatch.
Get me accurate counts on our reserve of melted charges. There is an unacceptable discrepancy.
But so it's an interesting story. Just kind of explaining that he's in a different situation, and there's the paranoia of not wanting to talk about what happened because, you know, being accused of heresy is a huge thing. Even though for 100 years the Inquisition has failed to detect any hint of heresy and he's served diligently, there's still the paranoia of, well, what if? And so he doesn't want to risk getting sent back or killed. And since what happened in the first game was Leandros sold him out to the Inquisition and was like, he's a heretic. He touched the Omega Lol clout rocks that make you into a chaos god, and he was fine. So that he ended up getting sold out by his own man. So he's like, well, I'm just not going to tell these idiots anything, because last thing I need is one of these two morons to sit here and go, re-heresy, and get his ass sent right back into the Death Watch. It's an interesting thing.
Time to go. I will not concede another loss to our enemies. Ready yourselves.
But that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.